Or you can watch the replay, exactly.
You can watch the replay.
Or you can watch it on YouTube, because you know everything we do on our Facebook group page goes onto YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So we are all in alignment.
Oh, we are.
Ooh.
And we're going to do a Feng Shui Oracle card reading from the masterfully put together Paradise Personal Card Deck from Catherine Collins, our Feng Shui mentor, teacher, and beautiful friend.
Exactly. She is such a doll. And it was so cool to see that there are some more graduates of the 1 week program that Rosanna took people through.
Yes. So
Phoenix,
yeah, I'm doing that again here in Red Deer, Alberta in September.
Oh, nice.
So anybody want to become a essential Feng Shui practitioner, then
leave Anita a note and she'll reach out to you. That'll probably be the easiest. Comment on here or send her a private message.
I just had a card flip out. That's a good thing.
Yay. I'm still shuffling. So who are the 4 people, Anita, that we're going to do readings for, and how are we going to do it today?
Well, we have Janet, Brooklyn, Danielle, and Vanessa B.
Nice.
So I'm going to do Brooklyn and Vanessa B.
Okay.
And you can do the other 2. How's that?
I will do Janet and Danielle. Perfect.
So we're just gonna see what comes up.
I'm just gonna get cards for Danielle before I go into channel.
Okay.
So if you have a set ready for Brooklyn, and
I don't. I'm still.
Oh, you're still shuffling too.
Oh, maybe I do. Okay. Just when you said that. Oh, okay. I do.
I'll be curious if there's any cards that are duplicate. Okay,
so these are for Brooklyn. We have 2 cards. Number 18, living room. And number 22, comfort and safety.
Nice.
And I'm actually going to just read what this card number 22, comfort and safety, has to say.
Okay.
Because comfort and safety. Oh, am I still here? What happened?
Yeah, I still see you.
Okay. All of a sudden, I didn't see my screen. I'm like, what?
What?
I was like, what happened? Yeah, so comfort and safety, they're one of our pillars of Feng Shui, right? Comfort and safety is one of the main reasons that we want to incorporate and practice Feng Shui principles in our life, in our home.
Exactly.
And so I want to read it to you. Comfort and safety are 2 of the most important factors to consider when designing and furnishing a home. Simply put, comfort and safety greatly enhance the positive flow of qi in your home, while their absence diminishes the qi considerably. So let beauty be born out of the safe and comfortable designs that you bring into your home. Sharp corners and detailing on furniture can injure you and promote stress and irritation. Choose designs that are safely rounded and have no details that double as knives or pokers. Soften existing unfriendly furnishings with enhancements such as plants, screens, fabrics, or position them diagonally to relax the danger. Body knows. Ooh, that's a big one. Your body knows. And always try out the seating before buying to determine if it's a fit for your body and is it comfortable. And cushion the wooden, plastic, and metal chairs for comfort. Correct furniture placement is a key factor in creating a safe and comfortable home. Place furnishings that you spend time in, such as sofas, desks, chairs, beds, in the command position so that you have visual mastery of your surroundings. So I love that. And
Very key
so
points in
for
there.
Brooklyn, you know, I know Brooklyn personally. I've never been to her home, but I know that she has a flair and eye for design.
Oh.
And so this card could be coming up for you today, Brooklyn, to know that, you know, you have to maybe look past your design eye and, you know, see the comfort and safety in that piece of furniture or that environment in your living room, particularly, because you may want, you know, this very modern, stylistic environment, but it may not be comfortable and safe, right? A lot of those right angles, those corners, and as the card suggested, when we have a lot of those right angles, right? What they do is energetically, it's like an arrow, or in Feng Shui, we call it a poison arrow. So that energy is angled and being directed. And quite often we've seen it where that angled energy ends up coming and pointing directly at someone. That poison arrow could be pointing to their back. It could be pointing to their chest or their head or something like that. And then beyond that, when we have asked, you know, the client or the person that has their furniture arranged in such a way that there's a poison arrow, then we ask, what are the results? You know, does that person constantly have migraine headaches if the poison arrow is pointing at their head? You know, if it's pointing at their back, you know, do they lack support? You know, are they finding that people are talking behind their back? You know, are they not being supported in friendship and all of those kind of things? So, you know, really, really important to create that comfort and safety in your environment. And then the other card that came up for you was the living room. So again, I think these two cards go beautifully together because it is likely that right now in your space, you need to look with your feng shui eyes and ensure that the whole room is safe and comfortable. Because let's face it, the living room is the place where when you're having guests come into your home, that's usually the first place that you would invite them to come in and sit down. Right? So we want to ensure that everybody is feeling safe and comfortable and that they're also feeling valued in this space, right? So equality in that space as well. Does everybody have a comfortable chair to sit on? You know, do they have a little coffee table or something to put their cup on? You know, do they feel that they can relax in that space, or is it, ooh, it's just so beautifully designed, I don't want to touch anything, right? So yeah, have a look at those things, would you please, my dear? And I'm gonna shuffle cards for Vanessa B while our channel tells us what she got for Janet and Danielle.
Well, greetings, dearest ones. We are delighted today and always to be here. Interesting. We love coming in and speaking on these Feng Shui Oracle card days. So the first cards that came for Janet, interestingly enough, total of 5. And Janet has 5 letters in her first name. So we will talk about the 5-5 in a moment as well. The two cards that came for Janet are the number 11, water features, and the number 30, bedrooms. What we find fascinating about these cards and how they are going to come out today is varying areas, important areas of each home are coming up for each individual. We just had the living room. Now we have the bedroom. We will find other two cards for the other two that are getting readings of significant spaces. And then with that is also an add-in, so to speak. And the Anita just spoke about safety and comfort, and the card that coordinates with the bedroom is the water features. Now, for many, the sound of the water, that white noise, is a wonderful way to lull yourself to sleep. We want to speak about this in a different concept, possibly, as the outdoor areas in some areas of the world are coming to life, and people are going to be spending more of their time outside in this outdoor environment, shall we say. And oftentimes they want the outdoor environment to be an extension of the indoors. We would like you to look at your outdoor spaces as an extension of your bedroom, as well as your dining and entertaining space. For if you can combine the elements of the outdoor environment to be so comfortable that you can fall asleep, that you can doze off, you know you have created that space that is perfect for all areas. And for many, the outdoors has quite a bit of noise around them, and that is where outdoor water features can come in. That sound, again, helps to muffle. So if this works for you indoors and you have a smaller area or a larger area that you can extend into the outdoors, we would like you to think about it in a bedroom format. We are not speaking of putting an actual bed outside. However, if you so choose, a hammock is a form of bed outside. Some of the new lounging furniture is that bedroom outside. Having the comforts there is what we are talking about in the bedroom, for it is your sleep and your relaxation and your romance, the purpose of the bedroom. Can you do these things outside as well? Absolutely. Now, you may not have the space for it, but for those of you listening, and in particular, Janet, we do not know your living area, Janet. But it is possible that you have the space and you have been considering doing things outside. Just keep this in mind. When it comes to the bedroom, do not neglect this space. Often it is neglected because it is private. Private does not mean disarray, ladies and gentlemen. Private means sanctuary. It means seclusion. It means it's not for other people. This is true, unless you are inviting people into that space. So your bedroom, in actuality, should have more attention than other areas in the home. Because if you are not fully rested, if you do not have a place to fully relax and rejuvenate, and for that little spark of romance, then many areas of your life, as these two speak about the Bagua, are being affected. Keep this in mind. So for Janet, the water features, we are going to grab the double digitology book because we want to address the 5-5, for this is significant for you today. And the 5-5 may have been coming up recently lately. The 5-5 is about a change, dearest Janet, a big change. That is all we're going to say on the 5-5. Hopefully this resonates with you. All right, now for Danielle. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Danielle. The two cards that came up for you, Danielle, are Sound Makers and Sanctuary. Now, isn't that interesting that we were just talking about specific areas of the house with an adjective? Yes, water features. Now we are talking about sound makers and sanctuary. And again, going back to that outdoor space, dearest Danielle, we do not know your location, but do you have a space that you can call a sanctuary for yourself? For often the busyness of your life, the noise around you, the chaos around you, you are finding yourself likely in the last little bit needing some downtime. You are not alone, dearest, but it is important for you to create that space that feels like a sanctuary. Now, this may sound odd, but we almost feel like that space is a closet. Maybe you have a large walk-in closet, dearest, or a side area. By closet, it doesn't necessarily mean a utilitarian space, but a smaller space is what we mean by closet. That when you walk into that space, your entire body has the opportunity to relax. Should you be fortunate enough to have a larger walk-in space, in the command of that area, we recommend you putting in a chair, a beautiful, comfortable armchair that is surrounding and hugging your body, so you can sit in that space, feeling fully protected, fully grounded, and view out upon the area. Again, it does not necessarily mean to be confined into one tiny area, but creating a sanctuary for you at this moment in time is important. And we feel that with that sound, that sanctuary, that space of comfort and safety, as the Anita was just speaking about, a sound you may be being drawn to are the crystal bowls. Feel the energy, dearest, of sitting in the command position and a crystal bowl. This is the frequency your body is asking for. Your cards total 29 is an 11 and a 1, which actually would be a triple digit, a 1, 1, 1. And for you, dearest, we are going to grab the 1, 1, 1 as we feel it important. There is an instant snapshot of your thoughts when you see the 1, 1, 1. So it could be at 11, 10 today, possibly. It could be at 1:11 a.m. When you begin seeing 1, 1, 1, please, oh, please pay attention to your thoughts. They are instantly being placed into action for good or not. Dearest Danielle, we hope this resonates with you. Anita.
Wonderful. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so Vanessa B, 2 cards that came up for you were number 24, stove, and number 35, guest room. And you know what's kind of interesting is when we tally those numbers up, we get a 59, which breaks down to a 5. So the number 5, that change thing.
Oh, now we got another triple digit.
Yeah, it's in the air for you as well, Vanessa B.
Wow.
And so as our beautiful Cheryl was talking and channeling for Danielle and Janet, you know, I kind of got the insight when these 2 cards came out for you, Vanessa, was that the stove So there's something about, you know, the energy of fire, right? So there's something prodding you to get going, to make that change. This is like lighting a fire under you.
Mm-hmm.
And the stove in traditional or classical feng shui represents and anchors the wealth and health of the family. So that if there's something that's been, you know, kind of out there, just over here a little bit, that's been kind of, you know, coming around you, it's time to make that change. Okay, get the fire going. No more procrastination. Just do it, and it has to do with your wealth and your health for your family. And then the second card that came out was guest room, and it's a number 35, which totals 8. So that ties into the whole wealth as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, the guest room is about, you know, being able to welcome into your home at any given time, at the drop of a hat. If you had somebody that needed a place to stay, could you offer them a bed to sleep in? And would it be, you know, comfortable and safe? Would it be easily accessible? Or is it, oh my gosh, now I got to move all this stuff out of the room, or, you know, throw everything under the bed, or throw everything in the closet just so you could accommodate someone into the guest room.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this might be something, you know, that's been kind of weighing on your mind, or something where, you know, maybe you've been considering taking that extra room and maybe renting it out, or having a roommate or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, there's definitely something for you to look at there with your guest room. And I do know Vanessa B recently had a new baby granddaughter. And so maybe there's something in there. Maybe you need to convert that extra room and have a little bassinet or something, so that at the drop of a hat, you know, when that change happens, you can say, hey, I'm here, I can watch the baby for a couple days, or something like that.
Interestingly enough, each of the 4 had a specific room with, and they called it an adjective. So in that case, so we've had the spare room, the living room, a bedroom, and a sanctuary. And then an adjective for each one of those. So I find that really interesting, that out of how many cards are in this deck? I don't know, 54 cards?
Yeah, more than that, I think. Yeah.
Well, the front says
So
54.
so again, you're right, you've got those 3 rooms and then the sanctuary.
Yeah.
So I mean, collectively, it's like, are you making room for a sanctuary?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, you know, because it is about making room. We have to make room for whatever it is we want to come into our life. And quite often, making room starts in a room. We have to make the room in the room.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Love
what were the card numbers for Danielle?
Danielle was 29 and 10.
Yeah, and 10. Yeah, because I mean, I always, oh, that's another 5.
2 and 9 is 11, and no, that's a 3.
Oh, I was adding up 29 and 10 is 39. 3 plus 9 is 12. The 3. Okay, 3.
And it
So
was
then, so we have a 5, a 4,
5.
a 5, and a 3 is 17 equals 8. Woohoo! Yay, love it. Collectively, we're an 8 today.
Which makes perfect sense.
Which does make perfect sense.
Collectively, we are. Everything's flowing in and out, and in and out, and in and out.
And you know what? It all, you know, like that sound makers, again, you know, that might be collectively for all of us. It might be, you know, that chatter, that, you know, that that
The
mind
noise.
chatter that we
Yeah.
all have, that thing that says, I want to do this, or I don't have time, or that procrastination, or, the thing that's stopping you to make room in your room
Mhm.
to create that comfort and safety. And again, that stove energy, that fire, to get light some fire underneath us,
Exactly.
so that we can start welcoming in that guest. And that guest room is welcoming in new opportunity. It's welcoming in that unexpected traveler. It's all about welcoming in that new energy into your home.
Well, and one of the areas that people neglect because they think helpful people in travel, like what's helpful people in travel? Oh, I just got this picture. I'd be curious to see the bird's eye view of all 4 ladies' homes.
Okay. Well,
And maybe they'll do that like a bird's eye view, because I'm seeing that everybody's got helpful people in travel missing.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well,
We have a
where they're
little
helpful
experiment,
people in travel today.
right? So that's what you were just talking about, inviting in those helpful people. And that's not necessarily the seen energy, it's that unseen energy, which I called in a lot of that on our trip. And
Ooh.
worked. It always works. They're always there. We just forget to ask for help. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Love
thank
it.
you, Janet and Brooklyn and Danielle and Vanessa, for putting your hand up and saying, hey, I'll have a card reading. You never know where it's going to go. You never know what's going to come out. So, and everybody learns. And I think that's the most important part. Everybody, there's information in here for anyone, because if you're watching this, or if you were drawn to watch this, and hello to anybody watching this live, there's something in here for you.
Yes, there
I really
is.
believe that. So again, all in alignment with Anita, my amazing partner, and Cheryl. You'll find us on here. You'll find us on YouTube, Instagram with some posts, and our Facebook page as well. I just think this is the group. Yeah.
Okay, well, there we are. 109 is in the bag. So thank you, everybody, for joining us live, and give us some hearts, some love, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Take care.